So finally, on the gold market, we do see some bullish momentum after being in somewhat of a consolidation. And if you're looking for a game plan for your own trading on the gold market this upcoming week, you are in the right place, because in this video, I'm going to talk about my entries, my exits, and my potential profit targets for this market. So make sure you stay tuned. And then also, if you are looking for an easy way to set up your charts, then go ahead and check out the description box below, where you can get my 5-minute setup guide. So that way you can start having charts that are easy to read and are clean to read as well. Okay, so here we are on the gold market, and you can see that our analysis played out really nicely. So let me just go ahead and start with some fresh charts here and get started on the weekly time frame as usual. I was talking to some people in the Profitable Traders Academy this past week, and we needed to clear up some things. So let's clear them up here as well. So here we are on the weekly chart, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, actually I do like to mark off this higher high right here. This is basically the highest point inside of the market, and we are going to change the color, no worries. So we can see that the high at this point is at 3,500, and let's go ahead and change our color here, yellow. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to take this level and I'm going to clone it, and then I'm going to place it about here, and this level is sitting at 3450. Let's just put that there because I know that it's going to be there because we have seen this for the past couple of weeks, so don't want you to guess. All right, and then the next level, now that we got some new market structure here from this past week, I'm actually going to place this level right here, and this is going to be at 3254. And for now, I'm just going to place one more level here on the weekly time frame, so that way we could go ahead and have some levels in case price decides to reverse next week for whatever reason, because we know this is how gold operates. So this is going to be at 3206 for now. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily. So here we are on the daily time frame here, and we can see that there's a lot of chop inside of this zone right here. So let's make some sense of it. So what I'm going to do is actually clone one of these levels, and I'm going to mark off some levels. So the first really obvious level to me is going to be right here at 3660. We can see that we have a resistance, and then today's candle stopped right below it. So that could be a good level. And then just one more level here on the daily. I don't want to put too many levels. I just wanted to make sense. So right here, this is at 3298. So now let's go down to the daily time frame to see if there's something that we could mark off on our charts. And before we do that, I'm going to go back to the top just to make sure that these levels are still looking good and are making sense for our purposes. So this is just the zone, just going to make it a little slim and then pull it down a little bit just so that way it's sitting on top of these two wicks. I got this level placed at 3495, still really close to the top. Let's go to this one. So this level right here, just going to make it a little slimmer and then also pull it down. But keep in mind, we've been seeing the same level for the past couple of weeks here. So this is going to be roughly at 3450 by the time I'm done here with this level. And then if we go all the way over here, this level that we just created is looking good. I do want to make it just a little bit slimmer just for aesthetics. Okay, and the same for this one. Okay, that's fine too. Okay, cool. So this is looking good here on the H4. Now I do see a little overhang right here, even though price did tap into this zone here around 32. It's looking like 99, 98. So actually what I want to do is I want to move this level down to here. If you've taken a trade on XAUUSD and you're looking for some feedback on your trade, maybe you took a trade and it was successful and you want to know what you should do right in order to continue that success, and you have no one to talk to give you some valid feedback, then go ahead and check out the Express Trade Review in the comment section below, because in that you'll get my personalized review. You'll also get some tips and things that I use in order to find profitable trade. I tend to have this turned around within 48 hours. So you could be able to use the information for your next trade. And you'll also get a PDF where I'll share with you the top 3 things that I look for every time before taking a trade that really emphasize the entries that I take inside of the market. Go ahead and click in the description box below and look for the Express Trade Review, so that way you can get your trades reviewed by a professional professionals. And now this level is sitting at 32.87, and now we have a nice little support here. This level that we drew is still looking good. We can see that price has been respecting this level. I'm just going to make it a little bit slimmer, but no change there. And then also kind of a same situation here. It's been respecting this level, no change. So let's go ahead and go to the H2, clean up our charts. Okay, so now we're on the H2. These levels that we drew are still looking good for the most part. And now what I'm going to do is move this level down because we do have a nice support right here. So this level is now sitting at 32.83. Just moved it down just a little bit, and everything else is still looking good. Let's go ahead and go to the H1 time frame before we get into our game plan. So as you can see here at this level, we're basically just going to move this level up a little bit. We do have these rejection levels or rejection zones that you can see here, and then also right here as well. Really strong ones. And this is sitting at 33.62. Now we have this level. It's looking perfect. And I probably won't touch the other levels and just play in this zone because price hasn't gotten to those levels this past week. So it's no need to really touch those. We need to focus inside of here because that's where price has been. So we do see some levels, and I'm going to start using my horizontal rate tool because it looks a bit cleaner here on the charts. But the first level that I see, I do see this level right here, just kind of like immediate level here. And then I'm going to draw another one right here, and we could probably draw some more. Actually, I do see one more. I don't want to have too many lines on my chart. Of course, around here we like to keep our charts clean, so I'm going to draw a level here. So this first level that I drew is at 33.51. The second one is at 33.28, and then the third level that I drew is at 33.08. And this is basically because we have really nice supports here. We can actually make this a little bit neater by bringing this in a little bit. There we go. We have all these supports here, and price did respect market structure for the most part. This past week, there was a really crazy move that actually happened yesterday. I caught a portion of that move and got out a little bit early because price action wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So I want you to kind of think about that when you're looking at your own trades. But let's go ahead and talk about our game plan. So definitely bullish. So right now, when it comes to this market, what I'd be looking for is continued buys above here. So, and we do have this wick here, so I would look out for that, but continued buys above this zone at 33.62. And then also in terms of the game plan for this week, I would be looking for price to potentially come down here and then push up. And then of course on gold, you can have a really steep retracement. So just watch out for that in case it doesn't respect this level and this level, because that's exactly what I will be looking for this next week. And then if price breaks essentially this level right here, I'm just going to put a small level because it's not the key area here, but a small level here. But basically, if price starts to trade below here, then I could possibly look for a counter trend trade. I don't usually take a lot of them, but I did take one this week and it turned out profitable. So this could be a potential idea right here. So this idea for me would be, let's see. Wow. Okay. 228 pips. Amazing. And then, of course, I would be looking for the buy to come here to here. And then on the upside, I will be looking for levels to trade here. So let's just go ahead and scoot over to the left. And we can see a lot of very choppy price action. So what I'm going to do again, get my horizontal rate tool and probably start right here. Make this 33.90 kind of my initial target, just because I don't quite know exactly how far the market will go up. But from this zone to roughly up here would be a nice area for about a 269 pip move inside of this market, which is huge. So it doesn't matter if you day trade, swing trade, or whatever, there's definitely going to be some potential moves in here. And this will be an area that I'll definitely be looking for and just following the price action up as much as possible. But we do have some really key events that are coming up like CPI and PPI this upcoming week. So definitely be alert for that. But essentially, this is my game plan. I'm looking for mostly buys. So even from here to here, if price retrace to here, looking for buys. Even this level here, looking for buys. So this is essentially what I'm looking for this week. If you found this helpful, go ahead and comment the word CPI in the comment section below to let me know that you have made it to the end of this video and that you are serious about your trading. And I will see you in the next video.